We're back with another GP Fast Forward, and this week we're taking a look at the Infinite Justice Type 2. Unlike the RG Force Impulse and the Force Impulse Spec 2, the Infinite Justice Type 2 is an almost completely updated mold from the 2020 HGCE Infinite Justice. From our understanding, there are no recycled runners, but the beam rifle and shield seem to be extremely similar, aside from one less part on the inside of the shield. Right out of the box, the first thing we notice about this kit is the color molding of the parts. The inner frame is the same type of plastic we're used to seeing in metallic finish models, and the pink on the armor is just a tad more vibrant than the Master Grade's plastic. Unfortunately, due to the nature of the finish on the silver runners, you're gonna get these dark marks when clipping the parts off, even with God hands. Moving on to the articulation, this kit is just a step above the already impressive 2020 Revive. Full spin on the neck joint with articulation in the antenna, and the Seed action system gives it a ton of articulation in the shoulders, letting it get fully clear of the chest at multiple angles. There's a decent amount of ab crunch despite the long chest area, and okay side to side, but you can also extend the torso to get deeper bends. Full rotations for the arms and the hands, but a little under 180-degree double joints for the elbows as well as the knees. Very wide forward-back articulation in the ankles, and wide side-to-side in the feet, with some toe articulation. 180-degree rotation for the thighs, but it doesn't have the sliding gimmick that the other Seed Freedom kits do. Instead, it recreates the HGCE's waist gimmick with fold-out thigh joints and swinging side skirts, to allow for enough clearance to do its iconic beam-kicking poses. Now onto the accessories. The backpack here can detach and fold out into fully independent fighter mode, complete with foldable cannons and multiple points of articulation in the wings, plus beam effects. Beam effects are, of course, included for the Shin Sabers, and the beam saber stored on the hips can now connect instead of being 3 separate saber hilts. The shield also has the same wire anchor and beam boomerang gimmick as the 2020 HGCE, and also has a beam shield that can be deployed over the whole thing. The beam rifle included is also the exact same as the 2020 kits, and can be stored on the rear skirt when not in use. The final beam effect packaged in the kit is for its antenna, which looked a lot bigger in the movie, so this really looks more like a beam pompadour or something. If you love the close-range beam shenanigans of the Justice line, you definitely can't go wrong with this kit. It sets itself apart enough from the HGCE to justify getting it, and in our opinion is so much better than the Immortal Justice HG. Plus, if you, like us, are hyped for the Seed Freedom Zagok, you're definitely gonna want this in the wings to recreate those scenes from the movie. Thanks for watching!